what I used to do mainly was, through Facebook, hey, if somebody posted something that looked like I'd be interested in, I would go there. I've recently found the joys of LinkedIn and how great of a tool that really is. And I've only been on there for a couple weeks, but even still, I've seen some job postings that are possibly good for my future after I graduate if my current internship doesn't work out. So I use it, and I'm using it more, and I've found it to be a great tool.
I am connected on LinkedIn and Facebook. I use LinkedIn primarily for job searches, just to basically look up the company that I'm interested in. Most of the time I have to hear about the company beforehand before I can know to look them up. Most of that happens in the classroom.
I use Twitter and LinkedIn to just find people that are related to my job, but maybe not so much contact them. On Twitter, I'll follow some PR agencies and big PR executives, just to keep current on things that are happening in that field. And then also it helps if somebody is searching for me when I'm doing an interview, they're like, oh, I want to look at her profile and check out what she follows, so then they'll see that I'm actively involved in the PR field.
I was networking a little bit through my dad's friends, and then, but really career services is what kind of like the one that stuck the most to me, and I found the best fit for me for this summer, so I really just use career services.
Like I said, I learned about them through newspapers, or I learned about them through online databases that are out there, because you can just do a quick search on Google for PR jobs, but mostly I use the KACE listserv that helps you search for them.
As of now, LinkedIn would probably be my number one source to go to. Beyond that, really I'd probably utilize Google and try to narrow down my specific field. I'm going into accounting, and so I would try to narrow down that way as far as where potential jobs might be, and go that route.
I know a lot of people have been posting things on LinkedIn, and I've heard the big secret to LinkedIn is doing groups. So I know a lot of people are posting job opportunities on Facebook groups for specific careers in different fields. So I would most definitely say that. And then Facebook as well. I mean, it's just there's such a big following with Facebook. It'd be a great way to post that and get a lot of eyes on it and get a lot of people interested in the opportunity. So I think just with how big social media is and how many people are connected on it, it can definitely be used to get some careers and get people interested in different openings.
Using social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, even email if you're that personal with a potential employee, it's a lot quicker, and though quicker isn't always better in today's environment, I think using social media to put yourself out there as a potential employer for a large group of people, especially at a college, is really effective, and can be really effective if done right.
I think it's overused, and I think people my age are really overexposed. So if you're going to use social media to tell them certain things, I think it needs to be very concise and quickly accessible. Because for me, I get 40 emails a day, 12 Facebook posts, 10 Twitter or tweets, I guess. But it's just, after a while, you don't want to answer that many of them. So if it's quick and easy, people like it that way.
I do think it's appropriate that they can have their own LinkedIn page or Facebook page to, enhance the interest about their company, because that's what it's there for. However, when a candidate comes in, they ask to view their profile page, I don't think that's appropriate. They may do it anyways. I mean, that's on them. But judging someone based off what their profile is can be misleading.
I think definitely through Facebook and Twitter right now, which are big, but there's so many things that are coming up. I mean, Instagram just got bought out. That's a huge another social media aspect. So, I mean, I would say just, make your presence known, start Facebook pages, start, having your own Twitter accounts. Maybe tweet about potential job openings or put it on the company's homepage on Facebook about job openings.
I personally have not used Twitter. I know that it's getting bigger, at least from what I can tell, and I know professional athletes and media use Twitter all the time to post pictures and stuff like that, but I haven't seen a lot of potential employers using that, but that's possibly because I don't use it personally.
I definitely think you guys could use Facebook and definitely have a career services at Rockhurst page, and I think you guys would definitely get a lot of people going to it, especially with, for my class going into my senior year with people, graduation's going to be here before you know it, and we're going to have to enter the real world for the first time. I think it's going to hit people fast, and you guys are going to be hit too with people, help me. So I think having a Facebook page where questions can be answered, maybe you want to link it to some company's profile, maybe just posting offerings. I think that would be a great way that you guys could definitely get some people involved.
I've noticed a lot recently that Facebook is not as much of a site that's used anymore. It's used a lot by the younger generation still, more like high school students. However, Twitter has become very big with college students. Currently I'm at an internship with 5 other interns in my area, and a day hasn't gone by yet that they haven't told me that I need to get a Twitter account.